All right, welcome everyone. My name is Paul Phillips, also known as Journal Artista. It's Monday morning, super early. It's almost 7 a.m. here in Ontario, Eastern Time. I thought I'd get a head start. Was up early today. I fell asleep early last night, and so I was up super early today, like 5 a.m. So we'll get going before Dee starts at 8:30 or whenever she does. Got an hour. I may only have one person in my chat. Maybe I'll have nobody in my chat. Oh, good morning, Tori. It's just us. Or good afternoon to you. Oh, my friend, you need to email me. I totally forgot about I need your address, my friend. The super chat you sent me. I need your address. Please and thanks. Journalartista@gmail.com. I'm only on my first coffee today, so let it come in. Ding, ding. It's not doesn't taste too much like so I think I don't know. Yesterday watching Xandra, who's Scraps to Beauty by Xandra here on YouTube, she was doing some Timmy stuff, some Tim Holtz stuff, and and using the distress, especially the distress oxides. Finding where is that bag? Oh gosh, every day I say the same thing. I need to get the paint cart in here today. I need to get the paint cart in here today, and I don't do it. Oh, craft the ranch over here. Good morning, Tess. I want this bag. If I remove this bag, it's going to be like Jenga, my friends. I will remove this bag on the bottom, and about 5 things are going to shift on top, but I don't have much choice. So everybody plug your ears. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I truly appreciate it. At least, if you don't want me to send you any art or whatever, at least email me and send me. I don't know if you were here yesterday when I talked about the project I have going on for members and supporters. So one of the things I want to do and why, but hopefully I'll get it tomorrow. Today's a holiday in Canada. It's Victoria Day. So we won't get any mail. But I did buy a Canon Ivy Click Plus, and the Plus is also a camera, but it's a portable printer, instant printer, whatever you want to call it. So I do want to print out all the members and supporters, in the little project I've got going on. These are 2x3 sheets, and I want to print out the artwork that people want me to that maybe that want me to share, want me to have. You know what I mean, Vern. So I mean, even if you don't want the support, I would love a little piece of, a picture of your art so I can print it on my little sheet there and add it to my project. Oh, my Animal Crossing stickers. Yes, of course I'm going to use those for my my supporter project. But yes, I did buy the thing for my Animal Crossing. I admit it was for oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh, my Animal Crossing, because my Switch lights out in the living room, but yeah, it takes screenshots, and it not only does the Switch take screenshots, but in the actual Animal Crossing game, you have a phone. It's called a Nook phone. You got Nook Miles. It's got apps just like your regular phone. And one of them is a camera app. So it's pretty cool. So you can take pictures on your island and everything, and then I'll be able to print it out from that. So that little Click Plus printer, um, you can print any picture from Facebook, Instagram, wherever, micro SD card. So yes, I want to print out my screenshots of my my island. Good morning, Rez. Good afternoon. Good morning, Rhonda. I'm early today. That's why I said I got up like before 5. My sleeping patterns are so messed up because the other night, I said yesterday, when we did stencil Saturday on Saturday night, you know me, I love coffee. I love the taste, not just the caffeine. I've always loved the taste of coffee. So I've always streamed, especially with Wednesday. I mean, it's a joke, right? Drink some coffee, Paula. I have to drink coffee when I stream. It's just the ritual of it. So I drank Saturday night. I was drinking coffee at 9 p.m. Well, let me tell you, my friends, I was up till 4 in the morning. And then, so yesterday, all day, I forced myself to stay up so I didn't fall asleep. Finally fell asleep, I don't know, 11, 10:30, forget now. And then I was up at 5. So I've been up for hours. So I'm like, gotta be productive. You know what I mean, Vern? How about I'm going to. Okay, everybody, close your ears. Could be a cracker land. Yikes! Needed to be done. All right. Now there's some dilution sprays in here, but how many distress sprays? Let's just see what I've got in this bag. Hopefully everybody's having a good. Is it also a holiday in the U.S.? Obviously not Victoria Day, but lots of times, if it's Canada Day, or not, well, not July 1st. That's because Independence Day is July 4th. But lots of times, like we may have a certain day, but you guys have Columbus Day or something. You know what I mean? Exactly. I love the taste of coffee. So Simon got me some yesterday. Got me some decaf. I'm drinking caffeinated coffee right now, but so later on at night, I'll be able to drink some. When I go live now, I'll be drinking coffee, but it'll be decaf, so I'm not up till 4 a.m. I think that being off work for so long now that my body, like caffeine wise, my body has uh not got rid of it. That's not the right word. But I've gotten, I was so immune to caffeine. I was drinking espresso in coffee a lot. My friends, when I was working, I would have at least 3 shots of espresso. Uh, well, before I went to work, I would have at least 2 cups of coffee, at least. At work, I would have at least 2 shots of espresso in an extra large coffee, at least that. So I was drinking a lot of, but now it's been out of I haven't been drinking as much caffeine, obviously. It's kind of out of out of my system. So even a couple cups now, before I could drink a cup of coffee at 9 p.m. and just fall asleep right away. That's even Simon said it. He's like, well, I didn't think about you and coffee because I've seen you drink cold coffee and then pass out on the couch 5 minutes later. I said, I know, but my body's, I guess, not used to it anymore. Good morning, Julie. So I'm just gonna see what this little bag I got. Well, it's not a little bag. This bag I got here that has dilutions. What do we have? Shimmer sprays. Some of them not even open. That I bought it. Why do I have more than one white? This one's not even open. Okay. I guess I like the white. Hopefully none of these are too dried out. I don't know. Does anybody have any of the dilutions paints in the new jars? I did see that on YouTube the other day. Some of these pads are they're dried out on the stinging me, dude. Because, you know, like, sometimes foam gets old after a couple years. Well, this one's fine. I guess it depends how much or how little I cleaned it. Yeah, this one's good too. More sprays. Oh my god, unopened. This one, yeah, that one's hard. It's because I didn't clean them properly. Not the fault of the pads, the fault of the artist. My fault. Letting it dry out. What do I got going on here? More dilution. Another. I guess when I bought the shimmer sprays from Simon Says Stamp, it was the year they first came out. Oh my god, this is, well, it's not embarrassing. It is what it is. So 2018, when these first came out. So that was pretty much the last time I did a lot of art, year and a half ago. And I mean, I never even opened them. Like, that's unacceptable, my friends. I opened the one pink one. All the other ones not open. Oh, I did get, yes, Tori, I have an espresso. As you guys know, my Keurig bit the dust. But I have an espresso. I got Simon got me for Christmas. Did I buy it? Well, I bought it. I told him what to buy. He got it for me. I picked it out. But yeah, an espresso. So I do have some of those pods. I haven't used it. I try not to drink too much caffeine anymore. I'm worried about my digestive tract, so I haven't drank any of it, but I love me some espresso. But the Nespresso machine is pretty cool. Yeah, I need to be a userer, Julie, not a treasurer. But I don't think I didn't open these because I treasured them. I thought they were too precious that I couldn't use. I just think that would have been a time where I was into it, and then all of a sudden I would have got probably super depressed and just didn't do anything. And now here we are, 2 years later, and how many other new products are on the shelves and I haven't even opened. Oh, here it is. Oh, where's Sandra? So that I knew I had where that resist spray when it first came out. I bought it. I'm like, I knew that's one thing I did have. I never used it. It's not even open. Brand new. But apparently Timmy did a lot. Sandra, I was watching her last night, or a bunch of us were, not just me, over at Scraps to Beauty by Sandra here on YouTube. And she was doing some Timmy inspired stuff with the mink machine and foiling. That's one thing. My word, I have the hiccups now. Excuse me. Foiling, one thing I don't have at all. Anything. Not the dry stuff, not a pen, not a machine. I don't have any I never got into any of that. But anyways, I guess he did a technique with his resist spray and then on Facebook Live or something, and it sold out everywhere. So I guess I'm lucky that I've treasured one brand new open one this whole time. But Zadra said she has some coming to her shop there soon. I don't know if she said a couple weeks or whatnot, but yeah, I did buy it 2 years ago. I guess this is a good thing. Well, maybe not a good thing. Anyways, we have a brand new bottle, not even out of the plastic. Again, like, so the only shimmer spray I used was the pink one, and I bought 7, 8 colors. I did use all, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say I did use all the Dilutions paint, and then I'll find one that's open, brand new. I don't know, I've got noses running in the morning. Good morning, Christy. Use it up. I am going to get my Razor Frozen paint card. Oh, okay, so I lied. So I bought, does she even sell these anymore? Oh my gosh. I need to go peruse the Ranger website and see what their products are before I start saying things that they don't even sell anymore. So bubblegum pink and London blue. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like I bought 9 colors and opened 2 of them. Alright, that is it for that bag. And then I had some in here. Some old mists. Look at that. Color mists. 24 karat gold outside the margins.com. Oh, that's vintage. This is one of my oldest sprays ever. I got this spray from the Scrapbook Society. Oh man, would I have gotten it in a club scrap kit or like a scrap goods kit? There was 3 I was subscribed to back then in the early 2000s. Club scrap, scrap goods, and there was one more. I might have got this in scrap goods. Anyways, the Scrapbook Society ink spray. I need to use that up. All right. We've got some washi tape. I'll put that in my washi tapey thingy-me-do. Now that I have that all cleaned up. Hopefully everybody could find those Ohuhu paint pens last night on the, or yesterday on the Amazon website. I tried to look, but the Amazon.com website, maybe it's just the app because I look at it on my phone. I can't see. It only shows me things that will ship to Canada, which is not very many things. So it was hard for me to search over there now, unless I'm doing something wrong. Maybe, like I said, maybe I need to go to like desktop view or something, or set my, I don't know. It knows I'm in Canada, so it doesn't show me everything. Good morning, Cheryl, my friend. How are you today? I love the dilution sprays. Absolutely. I love all these sprays. I mean, dilutions, it's because they were brighter, right? The dilutions, I don't care what. In my humble or not so humble opinion, distress stains, dilution sprays, the ones by Ranger Adirondacks, all of these like re-wettable, type non-permanent sprays are pretty much the same. In my humble opinion, they react the same to me. It's just the colors, right? Dilutions, Diane Reevely style is bright, super bright, right? Where Tim is the grungy look. So Tim's colors are more muted, or well, no, they're not muted. That's not the right word either. You know what I mean, Vern. You know what I mean. Which is why we need all of them. Why I need all of them. I shouldn't say we. why I need all the colors. And they are super. I'm trying to get out my little washi tape storagey thing over here. They're super concentrated, like ridiculously concentrated. I mean, I guess that's, if you use a little bit, even adding like a quarter water might be beneficial. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just over here off camera putting my washi tape into my Craft Smart washi taper thingy-me-do over here. I love this thing. I think I got it at Michael's on sale for like, I don't know, $14. Cheap, and then of course cheaper in the US. I know a lot of you guys already have that. Let me just move this for a second. Like this, this washi tapey thing we do, the craft stack. It's got paint on it. It's got splots. And you can stack more than one of them on top of each other. They're great. All right. Let us go through this. My word, all of a sudden I'm hot. I've got that dress on. So if you see my Instagram pictures, on Instagram I have on my profile picture of my before and after. I have that picture of me standing with Johnny Depp from when I taped my DVD, cloth, paper, scissors. And that's my before. That was my heaviest. When I taped that DVD, that was my heaviest. And then I'm wearing this dress in my after picture. But it's a kind of nice dress. I mean, it's actually probably good for this time of year. It's like a thicker. It's from Old Navy. Like, I love the Old Navy. It's like, isn't this terrible? I love the Old Navy, like shirt dresses they're called or whatever, because they're like pajamas. It's like wearing my nightgown outside. T-shirt dresses and stuff. All right. So we've got some distress stains. Put those over there. We've got resist spray. Keep that over there. Distress stay spraying. White. Good old marshmallow glimmer mist. That brings back memories. We almost need to do a like an art journal page of all these memories. Like I can remember would have been Arlene, my butterfly kisses over here on YouTube, and you know, Tattered Angels, Glimmer Mist were like the thing, right? That was before. I mean, we had Adirondack sprays, and then these, and then that's pretty much it. But this marshmallow, I don't know if anybody that did any like mini books and all that back in in 2010, like when I first started YouTube, marshmallow was like the hottest color of Glimmer Mist. Like it was the white sparkle. Like we had to fight people to get that. Not really fight, but all right. Those are just my inks and liquid watercolors. I'll put that in here. Oh, I had a leakage. That's bad news. Ooh, I have another roll of washi tape. Oh no, a couple more rolls of washi tape. A random alcohol ink. Wow. Put that in the alcohol ink drawer. More distress stains. More Liquitex inks. One thing I don't have is a lot of acrylic ink because here in Canada we didn't have the. Oh, that's another alcohol ink from Laura. We don't have Hobby Lobby, so I didn't participate in the great Hobby Lobby sale of what 2017 or 60, whatever it was, when everybody got all the good inks. This is a spray. There's no label on it. I think this is made by Tulip or Plaid or something. I like dilution spray. I like all of the Ranger products. I don't know. All right. I love these things. I'm going to refill them in a moment. I put this back up. I've always loved Ranger. Sukaniko, I guess, is another, if I pronounce that correctly. Memories Ink or whatever is another of my favorite. But Ranger products are awesome. That's another pro. As I build my new couch art kit, so far I've just kind of brainstormed it. I wrote my list and stuff, but I need to cycle in some of these old pads. Like, all right. First of all, let's get our sprays. I don't even know how to store these sprays, my friends. I'm not even joking. Like when you get there's a certain point. I hate to say that. How do I say this without sounding terrible? There's a certain point where you have so many of one thing that it's not easy to store anymore. Like if I had a smaller collection of dilution sprays, maybe 10 or 12, it's not a big deal. But when you have like 30 colors of dilution sprays and 30 colors of distress stains and the 12 original Adirondacks in multiple bottles and random stuff, like, I don't know. It's too much. I don't know how to store them. I don't know why my nose is running up a storm today. It was funny on Animal Crossing. There's a clothes shop called the Able Sisters, and yesterday, so every day they have different things. And yesterday they had it's something you could like change your character, put on your face. It was a nose drip. Literally, somebody like so. If I put it on my character, it would look like I have a nose run. So it made me. I had to buy it. It was only a couple $100, but I had to buy it because it reminded me of the times, like when I get sick and my nose starts running. So I just, that one stream that I did where everybody made fun of me because I was streaming with like Kleenex shoved up my nose. But don't pretend that you guys don't do it. So I had to buy the nose drip. So character. Oh boy. All right. Artful Dabbler Tori is telling me all you have to do is lightly brayer over with matte medium and it seals them. Dilutions? I don't know, Tori. I might challenge that. Because dilutions, any of those sprays will come up through anything, right? So the ghosting technique, black gesso technique, no matter what you do with that dilutions, it's going to come up through your layers. So if you put gel medium on it, it's going to come up through that gel medium. I don't see how it would be permanent. And absolutely, Tori. Um, just search for Journal Artiste. If you search Journal Artista, my friends, like my profile on Facebook, it's Paula Phillips, and then my nickname, whatever, is Journal Artista. So if you Google Journal Artista, you'll find me everywhere. Any app, like, so I do Journal Artista is active on Snapchat, TikTok, even though I don't have anything over there. I just have the name. I gotta protect my brand. So Journal Artista, check it out. You find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube's, everything. Everything. But I don't know. It would come up through that matte medium. And I don't know if it would be permanent after that. I would guess if I put another layer on it, it'd be coming up through that again. Or maybe it depends on the thickness of the layer of matte medium. But let me tell you, dilution sprays and Tim Holtz Distress, that's what I mean. They are so potent that they're potent. Those bad boys come up through anything. So I'm gonna have to try that later. We are gonna have to try it, Tori. All right, what else do we got over here? Oh, what I was saying about yeah, so I still have, you know, I want to use my stuff up this year, and I have a project as soon as I get as soon as I get my new laptop, I'll be making a recorded video. But I still have these are the type of pads I have, my friends. Like old Adirondacks. Look at this, close to my heart pad. Sea Brights. Like I said, Ranger Museum over here. I did lie to you guys the other day. I do not have every archival ink pad. Archival black ink pad that Ranger made. I do not have the mini guy. I need to rectify this situation right away. I need me a mini black. Oh wait, I saw it on Zandra's desk the other day. I guess I kind of remember them releasing that a few years ago, but I never bought them any. I never bought any. But Zandra had one on her desk last night. So cute. I need one. But I mean, I have all these. Look, I mean, my friends, Sea Brights. What time is it? 7:20. Everybody, once I start getting going, remind me of the time so that we can all go watch Dee Dee. Don't please somebody keep an eye on the clock if I'm not. So this Sea Brights. Let's see if there's a date on here. Ranger. Yep. Made in the USA. Non-toxic. Fade resistant and quick drying on all types of paper. Huh. Anyways, old, my friends. Ooh, boy. But look, if I have had a pad, I've had this pad for 20 years. When was the last time they sold Sea Brights? I don't know. And close to my heart, I would have bought this. So I bought close to my heart stuff. This old close to my heart stuff. When I lived on my own before I was married. So, and I got married in 2000. So 99, I would have bought these. So 20 years old, close to my heart ink pad. Let's see if it works. It should. That's why I need to use all of these up. Boy, I can't even. Well, maybe. Oh no, close to my heart ink pad lids don't come off. Oh, well, that is unacceptable. Look. I mean, you can't. So I have all this stuff. This is just some lemon zest. So my goal is to use it up, especially this old stuff. Like, oh no! Ding, 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 ding. Spray some water, make a mess. You know, I have big plans for streaming Animal Crossing and that. Like, this is a long game. Animal Crossing is going to be around for years, and I'm super passionate about it. And now that I got Ange playing, and Jane's got her island going, which you know what I mean. I have influenced a lot of purchases over the years, but maybe not one that was like, you know, a Nintendo Switch. So I always get worried when someone's like, I don't know, Paula, I think it sounds good. I think I'm going to try it. I'm always worried that they won't like it, because just in case they won't like it. But she's loving it. She's loving it. And so is Ange. So all I'm doing in this book is adding layers. So Vineyard Berry. Old pad. Got some old Marvy Matchables. Some of these. Some of them may be a little bit more, a little bit drier than others. Ooh, I did not like the sound of that squeaky stuff. Oh, Fresco Chalk Finish ink pad. Stampa Rosa. That's old. Chalk. Like when chalk, I would have bought those Fresco pad. Well, it would have told me. I have, when I showed this, those Fresco pads. I mean, this was back when I first, you know. When did I say any of this was? 2002? Was when I would have got the Fresco. And during this time frame. Early 2002s. So, like I said, 20-year-old pad, that works. This one's a little bit dry. Some of these chalk ink pads, like they came with like if you look at the color box chalk or whatever, they had that piece of plastic. Good morning, Jonna. Good morning, Ellie. Good to see you, my friends. Bright and early over here. Time is it? Again, don't everybody keep an eye on the clock. It looks like I just took that whole the whole pad and rubbed it on. Doesn't it look like leopard print? No, maybe not a leopard, but some type of animal. Look at the old Adirondack pitch black. Boy, I haven't even taken a lid off like that in years. When was the last time you did that, my friends? None of the pads look like this anymore. So the Adirondack black is not like archival. It is it's a dye ink, not a permanent ink. Like, look how juicy that is. I don't know if I want to be excited that my pads are still good after 20 years or embarrassed, because that means I haven't used them like at all, even before then. Oregano. Doesn't even have a date on these old pads, which is probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. These were some of the first pads I ever owned. So I want to work on using some of these older pads up. Like, I mean, and so, well, I shouldn't even say that, because I bet you on the dark side of the room, I don't bet I know, I have Adirondack reinkers. So even if I dried that pad out, or if I used it, oh, all right, I've got to rethink that. Excuse me while I take a note for a moment. So I'm always writing. When something pops in my head, I've got to write it down. I have to write it down because there are so many things going through my mind all the time. All right, Adirondack reinkers. I've got to find where all my reinkers are, because I want to focus on the pads, to use up the pads that I don't have reinkers for first. All right. It looks like zebra. That's it, guys. Zebra print. Wonderful to see you. Oh, there goes my stomach, Ellie. So this In the Army Now, I'm assuming is it must be a greenish type color. I don't know. It's an older spray by the Scrapbook Society, which I'm sure, I shouldn't say I'm sure, who knows? I shouldn't say that. That's kind of rude. It's probably not in business anymore, just because the spray is almost 20 years old. And a lot of times those scrapbook companies didn't make it. Unfortunately. So this comic book that Patty gave me years ago, it's just where I've been doing random stuff, just seeing how things work. Scrunched up pages. I'm channeling my inner Bren and inner Dee and doing some fluffy pages. There are some glued together pages in this book, but mostly it's all I didn't glue any pages together. I'm just busting out my plastic wrap over here. I just think this page needs some plastic wrap. My no-name plastic wrap, Razor Frazen box. Maybe I'll do another color on here first before I put my plastic wrap. Let's spray some of these Illusion sprays that I didn't even Razor Frazen open. Well, I'll spray one that is open. The Illusion Shimmer Spray. You gotta shake because it's got the. And then I hope it's not clogged. So I did use this color, and sometimes when you have sprays that have shimmer and such in them, they clog up. Yeah, look. Oh no. Razor Frazen. It's just gonna. Oh no, I better stop pumping it because all of a sudden the pressure will just build and it's gonna shoot out the. That's bad news. Yeah. Another reason when you don't use your sprays that have specifically that have those. Dang it. I should not have done. I gotta take this to the sink. Any of the sprays that have glimmer stuff in it, you gotta be careful because it gets all the glimmer in it gets all clogged up into the in the thing, and then you gotta go to the bathroom to the sink. Yeah, if I keep doing that, the pressure's gonna build. Oh, sweet goodness! All right, gotta love that. Well, we've got this gold. This is a pretty cool page, like cool tone page. I'm adding gold, but that's all right. This gold is pretty translucent. So I'm just going to put some plastic wrap in here. Close the book. Let it dry. Good morning, Claire. Speaking of somebody else, I shouldn't call people out. I should call. Maybe people don't want to know. Maybe people don't want to be called out. Actually, I downloaded a couple more games yesterday. I like to play some of these other games. Obviously, I play Animal Crossing, but Animal Crossing's played in real time, right? So there's only so much. Well, I mean, there's always lots of things you can do, but there's only so much I do on my island every day. You know, so I play other games. I have this new one called Trance, Trance, translation. So I'm learning French, but it's like colors and things explode, and there's like music, and like over here it'll be like chien, and then over in English over here it'll be like dog. Like I don't know. But the indie games, like, oh man, oh, I'm so excited, and they're cheap. So every week I give myself like a budget of $5 in the Nintendo eShop, and they have games like 99 cents. I got the coolest game yesterday for 99 cents Canadian. So it's not just Animal Crossing, it's other games. But I like to play some of these other guys, like that Figment I told you guys, Figment, Figment, where like you're playing and they got like the bridges are pencils, my friends, pencils. Oh, I love it. Who knew? I had no idea that there was this gaming world of like this indie game world, and a lot of them are apps. Like a lot of the Nintendo Switch games, these indie games are also apps. Like maybe those of you who have iPhones or whatever, could find them on apps instead. But let's see. I've got marker in here. Oh well, we'll just add some stain. I just got random stuff in front of me, and I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play while we're use some stuff up. And paper matters with this type of stuff. So if I'm using distressed sprays, distressed inks, or whatnot, it's gonna sink right in, right? This is just cheap comp paper, not even, not even glued together pages comp paper. But I just felt like making a mess today. Just reaching down in my stencils over here. Let's see, what is this? I'm going to use this old Julie Faye Pen Bowser Crafter Workshop one. Oh no, Ellie just took a golden high flow acrylic and it came out all over my desk. No! And the teal one, no! Let's see, what sprays? I'm just going to use what's around me. I have cut grass dilutions. Ooh, that tip hasn't been wiped in a while. It's shooting out like a stream rather than a mist. I love when you're using sprays. You end up with like empty, like not empty lids. Well, I guess the lids are empty. You end up with lids everywhere. So I'm flipping this. There's still ink on that, so I'm just gonna shove it in another section of my journal. But I did this book like on purpose. On purpose, I'm letting everything. Well, this wasn't on purpose. The book got wet. I spilled something on it, or it must have laid something. There's a whole section, like every page. There's like a little wet mark. But I'm doing it on purpose because I like to see how everything blends. All right, let's get another piece of wax. Not wax. Good morning, Kathy. I'm up early today. I was up and at 'em by, like I said, I fell asleep early last night. My sleeping pattern's all messed up. So I fell asleep at 10:30 or 11. I don't know. Early, before midnight anyway. Early for me. So I was up at 5 a.m. Up, showered, dressed. So I thought I'd get an early start in my art room before Dee Dee jumps on, and we can all get inspired by that. I always, and I've said this, guys, my apologies. Over the years, there's been drama about this is my time slot and your time slot, and I can't stream then, and you can't stream here, and everybody gets pissed off. Here's the thing with me, my friends, and I truly believe this. Stream, and I've said this 100 times, and I'll say it again. If you're a streamer, you want to go live. Here's my advice. Stream when it's best for you. For you, not the viewer. Let me take that back. Well, I shouldn't say not the viewer. Like if you don't stream, no, priority number one, if you don't stream when it's good for you, then you may never stream, right? Like especially now that we're over here on YouTube. There's a billion people over here, my friends, and there's recordings, and you can. A big tip: if you're watching recordings, I do not watch a recording at regular speed ever. At least I'm watching at 1.25, depending on the artist or what I'm watching. Sometimes 1.5, but like depending, like for me, do not watch me on 1.5. I'll probably sound like a chipmunk. In fact, I speak so fast, you might want to watch me at 0.75. but um but that's what the recordings are there for, my friends. And for me, I don't know who streams when, what, all that. Like I've been out of the loop for a while, and for me personally, in my journey in my art, I have to stream, especially as I'm trying to break cycles, right? Cognitive behavior therapy, the what I'm working on, my little goals. This morning at 7 o'clock or before 7, I'm like, I feel like streaming. I'm gonna go in my art room. I want to look at my sprays and sort some of my distress. Xandra got me all excited about Timmy stuff, so I wanted to sort my distress ink pads, whatever. Like, so when I feel that urge, especially when I talk about I'm just talking about me, my personal struggles with um procrastination and self-sabotage and all that type of stuff. So if I feel that need, just like right now, I'm trying to retrain my body to eat, my digestive tract, right, to work correctly. So if I feel hunger, I better go eat because I'm trying to retrain my body. So the same thing with streaming, right? If I'm streaming when somebody else is, please don't take it personally. I just have to stream when I get that urge, because that's the thing, right? When I self sabotage or whatever, it's like I stop myself. So I'll say to myself, oh, I feel like going in my art room, playing with some sprays and ink pads and stuff. I want to go live, chat with my friends. But if I sat there and started thinking, oh, well, this person's streaming and I can't do it now and I can't do this and I might piss them off and upset this. And then I would never do it, my friends. Like that's what's wrong with me. So then I would put it off so I wouldn't do it, and then I'd feel bad for not doing it, so I don't do it still, and then I still feel worse, and then it just is progress. You know what I mean, Vern? Like it just goes over, over, over. So as I am trying to get better and following my cognitive behavior exercises and all of that, my goal every day is to stream. And in the more like I just have to stream when it's the right time for me, and because if I don't follow those instincts and um in my mind, if I say, oh, this is what I want to do, right, I'm feeling good, I want, like, if I don't follow that, if I put it off, I mean, it may not come back. Like that feeling, like it's hard to explain. I hope everybody understands what I mean and what I'm trying to say. It's no offense to absolutely anybody. If I go live, it's going live. I go live when it's good for me. To me, I'm just trying to break my cycle, guys. So if I feel the urge to go live, dang it, I better go live because I may not feel the urge later. So for me, I'm just trying to break cycles. That's all. That's all. It's no offense to absolutely anybody else out there. It really is. Cognitive behavior therapy, CBT therapy, and there's something new. So I was originally introduced to CBT therapy like 20 years ago, a long time ago. And now there's like so cognitive behavior therapy. Then there's another one, cognitive, like CST. I think it's an S. Cognitive. Anyway, CBT therapy. Like, yeah, I need to change my behaviors. I need to change my behaviors. So that's just what I mean, guys. It's no offense to anybody. And I've been accused before. Oh, here comes Paula strong arming and taking all the viewers and streaming when she wants to. And it's my no, no. There's a billion people on YouTube. I'm happy if I have one person watching or 100 watching. If I'm streaming and somebody else is streaming, that it does not. My friends, please go watch them. Like it's never about that. So um unfortunately, right now, I just have to do what's best. Not unfortunately. Why am I apologizing? Fortunately, I just have to do what's best for me right now. Thanks so much, Anne. Exactly, Kathy. No, I'm not saying I'm going to be like, that's why I came on early. Nobody's saying that I'm going to be going and streaming at 9 o'clock, because I want to watch Dee Dee myself. Don't get me wrong. But especially if somebody that I don't know of or that streamed in the past couple years that I was never introduced to, somebody new in the group or whatever that streams, and now all of a sudden I'm coming back and taking back Saturday nights. No, my friends, don't worry. You can go watch them. It's all good. all good in the hood. We'll find some, that's what recordings are for. Therefore, I watch a lot of recordings, and it saves times. If you can watch something at 1.25 or 1.5, let me tell you, it saves so much time. I can watch DD at 1.5, but Z, for some reason, I have to do 1.25. She just like sound like a chipmunk. So she she's like me. You have to talk. Z talks a little fast. So yeah, at 1.5, no, it's fun. It's actually get some good laughs. 1.5. Oh boy. I know. There's a schedule. There used to be blog. And it's important. Don't get me wrong, right? It's people that have it's fun to see who's streaming when. You can plan out your day and this type of stuff. And of course, I'm gonna have my own schedule, or back to what I've always done, because Wednesdays and Saturdays just kind of always work for me. Um, you just Ustream was different, right? Because we had to, like, we met everybody over here on YouTube, and then we took it to Ustream. But on YouTube, like I said, there's a billion people. Like every day we have different people in the chat, right? And the recordings are better on YouTube, not like Ustream, right? So uh you can watch a recording, like I said, at 1.5 speed, 1.25 speed, slow it down. I mean, I love so don't watching people live is fun, don't get me wrong, but you guys know what I mean, Vern. You guys know what I mean. So again, I'm not, no offense, I don't need hate mail about me stepping on somebody else and coming back and streaming on Saturdays. It's just I have to do what's best for me. That's all. All right. To love YouTube. I mean, isn't that the goal though, as well? Is to bring other people into the community, to expand, right? Like, it's, to me, it's not just about the people that have been around for 10, 8, 6, 4 years, right? It's about reaching out to everybody, sharing what we do with even more peeps, right? Dialectical behavior therapy, DBT. I don't know about that one. Right now I'm just working out of Mind Over Mood. Awesome book. And it's so true. Like when I have, especially anxiety feelings, I'm, excuse me, I'm either all or nothing, all or nothing. I'm an all or nothing type of person, but I really would have to work on that. My all or nothing type personality. You know, exaggerating things. Like, anyways, we won't go into that. I'm not a therapist. I suggest you go and talk to your own doctors about it. Today I have a call with telehealth. Hopefully I can discuss later on this afternoon. Hopefully we can discuss, they're opening up. Is it this week? Anyways, very soon they're opening up to non-emergency services. And man, oh man, this girl needs a CAT scan, or would it be a CAT scan, or what's the other one? MRI. I always forget. I need to figure out what's wrong with me. Neurology. What's wrong with my nerves? Why can't I say neurology? Oh, Julie. Good morning, Carrie Rab. I will always call you Carrie Rab. Rabion. I know, but congrats on winning Xandra's giveaway last night. That's awesome. Let us see. We're just playing over here, chatting and playing. Now, I was going, where are all my distress ink pads? We were looking through stuff. Dun, dun, dun. I did not find my hairdryer yesterday. I don't know if I should buy a new one. But I mean, by the time Amazon delivers me a new one in a week, I'll probably have found my old one. I know what see, the problem is I used it on the couch when I did all of those backgrounds and my dilutions, on the Diana, Dina Wakely journal. I did all that on the couch. So I had a couch art kit. So I had my old the Frenzy Stamper heat gun, that little one that looks like a hair dryer that Tim stole. I have one of those, my original one of that bad boy, and my hair dryer, because I was using it on the couch. So it's in a bag somewhere. No idea where that bag is. Hi, Tess. Very true, Tess. That's absolutely very true, and I do keep that in the back of my head when I talk about stream times. Another reason why I thought I'd come on super early this morning, because I do have, there are some of us that live in the other side of the world that, if I stream at Stencil Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time is like, could be 3 o'clock in the morning for some people. So that's very true. Streaming at different times, also you get different audiences, right? And that's always fun to have, because it is fun to participate in a live chat. Exactly, Julie. Exactly. So you got to do what's best for you and your time. People will come. People will come or watch the recording. Now, Distress ink pads. We have this other one that Laura gave me. This is all Dilutions paint. Yes. All right, I've got to think. Oh, Jonna, I think I asked you guys last time. How can I store? Like I said, when you have I have too much. No, I don't have too much stuff. I enjoy my stuff. How can I store my Dilutions paints, sprays? I don't know. Like I have too much of this stuff to store in, like, I don't know. How do I store like with like all my Dilutions paints when they're in these awkward jars? Like originally I had them in a shoebox, a plastic shoebox, but now there's so many it doesn't fit anymore in those plastic shoeboxes. That Johnny got rid of them all. Well, I won't be getting rid of them all. I need to know how to store them. I love me dilute. I'm telling you, and I've said this a lot. There, I have tried and researched a lot of paint. There is something different about that Dilutions paint. I can't figure it out. Other than it almost reminds me of nail polish. Not quite strong as nail polish or whatever, but something different about it. It acts totally different than any other paint I've ever tried. That I 100% will say that. So I love this stuff. I'm not going to get rid of it. Unless, well, I lied. I did end up getting rid of the original pink and purple from the very first set where it was all gross. I just threw those out last week. Uh-oh, Ellie's spritches are clogged. Yes, I'm going to have to take a whole bunch to the sink, especially any of them that have any type of glimmer or glitter in it. All right, so I have all this. Why have I not found the bag that has all this, sweet loving goodness. I always say use what's around you. I have too much stuff around me at the moment. All right. First, let's deal with this. Put this stuff. I don't need. Let's just spray some peony while I'm thinking about it. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's clogged. Sweet goodness. I'm going to have a day. Yes, Ellie, look, I just tried to, in this one, this is just a Dilutions regular. This isn't even one with, oh, I gotta get out a cup of water. This one doesn't even have any glimmer in it. It's just the regular. This one is Peony Blush. Oh, sweet goodness. I'm gonna have to go in the sink and, oh boy. I'm gonna have to, I will have to test all my bottles, so I do it all at once. I did that with Glimmer Mist years ago. I had to like test every spray, and then I had to soak all of the sprayers in the sink for like. Johnny got rid of 80% of your sprays? You brave woman. Not me. I gotta hold on to sprays for 20 years. And it'll work. Don't you know, it's gonna take some work. Like I'll have to take, like I said, have to take that to the sink and do whatever, but it's not lost. It's still good. It just means that the after being not used for a couple of years, the tip is clogged. We're making a mess. Oh, is this dried out? No. Distress stains on comp book paper that is not probably the best. It just sinks right in, so you're not going to get it the right. Well, there's no right or wrong. You're not going to get the same experience as if you were on some good paper. All right. Had to get my words out there for a moment. I'm just making messes, guys. This is old Color Mist 22 karat gold. And I'm going to let this book dry overnight with all the plastic wrap in it. And we're going to add more layers. And it's fun when I start actually doing art on these pages, right? When I throw gesso on top, it'll ghost up through it. It'll be fun. Dun, dun, dun. So this is all while I'm watching Dee Dee today, this is what I'm going to be doing. Over here in the art, well, I'm going to be testing sprays, doing this, figuring out how to store them, and I need to find my bag, the bag that has my Distress Oxide ink pads in them. What time is it? 8 o'clock, half an hour. It's 2 p.m. for Tess. Hi, Carla. Oh, thank you so much. Carla's reminding everybody to click the thumbs up or thumbs down. Either one makes me happy. It's wonderful. Ellie, I'm so happy you're here. She has a couple carts and sprays and paints. Yeah, I have to move them in. I keep saying that every day for the last week and a half. I'm like, I gotta bring my paint cart in. Maybe Simon will put it together for me today. One of them's put together. One of them is brand new and not put together. But yeah, maybe I need one cart for paints and one cart with all my sprays and everything. Like I have the space now. I clean the floor, and I mean, we really cleaned the floor the other day. So yes, that should be a project today. Some of these pages at the beginning of the book, I did glue pages together. Let's see, what do we got going on over here? More pink. So let's see if we can, open one of these sprays. So if you're just getting here, I found a whole bunch of Dilution shimmer sprays that I bought 2 years ago or whatever that I didn't even open. Where's my scissors? Do you see them? I just used my scissors. Does anybody see these scissors? There they are. Good morning, Tracy. Oh, there's no class, so you're not late. Today we're just my art lives, my friends. Sometimes there'll be art. Lots of times it's mostly chatting, maybe book flips, maybe who knows. When I go live every day. Today is day number 15, my friends, of going live every streaming every day. Pretty proud of myself. 2 weeks without a day. At least once a day. Welcome, Better Dust. Most of the clogged ones are regulars. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I mean, like I said, dilution spray is water soluble. So literally all I have to do is run that either in the sink or under a tap. So it's just work. I just have to spray them all, figure out which ones need to be cleaned, and then go clean them in the sink. All right, this is Funky Fuchsia Dilutions Shimmer Spray. Everybody cross your fingers that it works. It's brand new, so it's never been sprayed before. So we should be okay with this one. And these are beautiful. Again, not composition book paper, not the best paper. Ooh, the pulsation. Pulsation. Is that a word? Did I just make that up? Yeah. Comp book paper, it's just sinking right in, my friends, right? So not the best paper, but it is fun. I need some water. Ooh, look how shimmery that is. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to try to bring it up. Absolutely, Ellie. Today I'll have to unclog. I don't know what you guys are seeing. It's beautifully vibrant over here. Or maybe I'll add some. Ooh, look at. Do you see that? No, maybe not. Oh, my camera. Less than 2 weeks, my friends. Less than 2 weeks. We just have to deal and put my finger. I like to put my finger over the nozzle so that you get the more controlled splots rather than a direct spray. But you know, you have to be comfortable with getting your hands dirty for that technique. Hi, Anne. Good morning or good afternoon. Welcome, Nina. Glad to have you. Ooh, I like how that goes. Look how it's moving over here. But when I dry this book, I'm enjoying like, you know, I'm doing something on top of here and then it's seeping into the other side. It's just like who knows what I'm going to get in this. And I like the random. I'm just going to let it dry open on this page because we've got, maybe I'll let it drip. Again, I know I say it every stream. I'm going to say it 100 more times, my friends. Thank you so much. For those that have joined the membership on the Journal Artista channel, thank you so much. Because of you guys, I did reinvest into my channel. As soon as I could, and I did buy a new laptop so that I can control my camera autofocus issues or control it in general, and I'll be able to create and edit videos very shortly. Thank you so much to all of those who have supported me, and yeah, I'm excited. I felt hope for the first time in over 3 years, my friends. So and I hope that I'm proving that I have done the background work this time. I've done the background work. I've set myself up for success. I'm not tearing up. I've got a tickle in my throat. I know it might have sounded like I was tearing up there for a second, but thank you so much, guys. Truly, truly. I have so many things planned, so many good ideas. I've never felt, I shouldn't say never, but for the first time in 3.5 years, I have felt hope, positivity, and happiness. So thank you so much for all of you that are on the ride with me. I cannot wait to get my new computer so that we can produce some quality content over here. It's Nina, not Nina. Yeah, Nina. I've always, if it's Nina, I always say Nina. Not very often will I pronounce it Nina. I don't know if I've ever met somebody that pronounced it Nina. I always pronounce it Nina. So my apologies. Well, you know me. Sometimes I have issues, you know, pronouncing the simplest of words with my Canadian accent. So let's see. I just want to get a stencil. And sometimes when I do this, right, if I got pools of stuff, I throw a stencil in there. Actually, if I had a dirty stencil or a stencil that not dirty with paint, but dirty with ink, sometimes you get something fun, sometimes not. You never know. Does this have ink on it? It does. It does. I'm licking my finger. Don't do this at home, my friends. Is it coming up? Yes, there's ink on there. Let us see. So I'm going to take, these are some here, fishies. Well, when was the last, when would have I used that stencil? A long time ago. So I'm going to put it, well, first, you know what, I'm going to spray it with water. Man, I bet you this is probably, I don't know. I don't know what I would have used this stencil in a book, but a long time ago. It's a few-year-old ink, so I'm going to let that. Few years old. Waste not, want not. I'm going to get a baby wipe and wipe that part off. Thank you so much, Carla. And again, you know, somebody last night said, "Oh, Paula, you don't have to prove yourself," and I do. Like I said before, I know I have to make amends. I know I have to prove myself again, and that's all good. I'm here to do it. I'm here to do it. Like I said, day number 15 going live every day, and I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. It'll just be once I get going on some recorded technique videos and other series I've got planned and that I've been working on in the background. I'm excited. So my channel's not, you know, in the future, my channel's not going to be all going live, right? We're going to go live at least twice a week. When I'm not talking like this live art and chat in the morning type of stuff. I'm talking about, you know, my classes at night. If I loosely call them classes, you know, when I stream at night, when we're actually doing a project. So I'll have set days for that. But I also have different projects that will be series on my YouTube channel that are recorded videos, recorded series that, you know, half an hour, 20-minute videos, that type of thing. Your downstairs neighbor is practicing his electric guitar. Uh-oh. And your husband has to teach from home. Oh, that could be, yeah. Your aquarelle paint is on them as well. Aquarelle. What do I have that's aquarelle? Aren't those I can't even pronounce that out loud. Isn't that who makes them? Those are watercolor crayons, aquarelles, no? They're right here. Well, yeah. Or am I confused? Hold the fort. Well, they came out of it. Stedler, watercolor crayons. Unless maybe there's a whole line of the aquarelle. Oh, sweet loving goodness, cannot pronounce that. While I'm up here, my apologies, I'm over here. Let's see. My old Prima. No, they're not old. My Prima water-soluble pastels. Water-soluble oil pastels, similar to, not quite the same, but similar to these pages in the back are glued together. That's why there's not anything on them. Similar to Crayola portfolios. Oh, sweet goodness, my friend. Speaking of Crayola, I need to drink some coffee for this. Crayola. So like I said, I have been buying makeup for the past couple years. I've been buying makeup, more like self-help books, not necessarily art books, although I have bought some art books. But anyways, I've been buying different things other than art supplies, right? And I was looking on Crayola the other day or last night because I needed something, needed something. Crayola now has their own alcohol markers, like Sharpies. So Crayola permanent markers, what? I put it in my wish list because so they have these brush markers and it's in a tin, and then they have these permanent markers, they call them, which are just like, I guess, their version of Sharpies. But this girl needs to have them. Since what? Crayola? Oh my sweet goodness, I'm so out of the loop that I didn't even know Crayola has new markers out. I gotta have some Crayola new markers. I'm sorry. I'm a Crayola collector, my friends. I have one of these. I should bust that out. I don't know if maybe Sherry would remember. If Sherry 1975. No, she's probably still in bed. It's too early for her. But I have, when Crayola turned 100, here in Canada anyways, they came out with all these sets, these 100-year sets, collector's tins. I still have them in the box in my bedroom. They're in my bedroom because they're in the box. And there was like 4 of them. 4, because it was like, say, the first 25 years, and it was tins and crayons that, and all of the different over the years, right? And then they had the original. So I have one. I mean, mint condition. It's still in box. Like, hopefully there's no water damage or anything in there. Anyways, like the old retired colors and all that. I love me some Crayola stuff, especially the collectible tins and stuff like that. So I have lots of Crayola, don't get me wrong, but I do have those collectibles. So when did those come out? How old is Crayola now? That 100 years tins, or that entire thing they brought out for 100-year anniversary. Would it be 20 years old? Was it in like 2002-ish? Almost 20 years ago? Oh, Julie. Wait a second. Did you see when Jeffree Star tried the Crayola makeup? Yeah, I did watch that video, yeah. I wanted it. It makes me want it still. I thought you were asked about his new cremated palette. I'm still bitter. I shouldn't say bitter's not the right word, but I really wanted that Shane Dawson palette. And I was one of those yahoos and I just happened to be in the hospital at the time, in my hospital bed, refreshing that website for literally 3 hours. I guess it meant I was ready to drop like $400. Like, for not just, I just didn't want the conspiracy palette. I wanted, one of the bags and other stuff. But I guess it was for the good. In the end, I didn't spend the money. There's some gesso on here. Let's see, I'm going to add some credit. All right, Nina says, I got one of those. They had a 64 pack with the current colors along with the 8 pack of the retired. Yes, there were 3 that were there, old favorites of mine. I was mad. Yeah, the retiring colors is bad news. I have some of those, but this set, I haven't looked at them in years and years. Those 100-year anniversary tins. Like, I mean, it came in this box. The box I still have is sealed and everything in the plastic. I love me some Crayola. Anyways, back to some Prima ones. It just made me think of the Crayola portfolios, which then made me think about what I saw last night on Amazon. Crayola products. I would love to go to the Crayola factory one day. Just because, that's one thing. Manufacturing, because that was my first job ever in a box plant, and I worked there for 20 years. Manufacturing's in my blood, especially, because I did the lean manufacturing and I traveled the US for so long. Like, process improvement, safety, all of that is still, how it's made. I love to watch. I because I know how to make boxes. I know how we take, not just make boxes, but make paper. Like, how do we start from the trees to the fiber to make the paper to turn into corrugated containers? So I know the process. I understand the machine. So whenever I can see, like, on how it's made or whatever, how other things are manufactured, it's super interesting to me to see how other machines, like, I ran a machine that folded and glued boxes years and years ago before I went into management. And so it's always interesting to me to see how other things are made. I'm just adding a little. So I would love to visit the Crayola factory to see how they produce crayons in the molds and stuff. It'd be awesome. Where is the Crayola factory again, guys? It's in the US. We're in the US. I gotta be careful. This paper now is super duper wet. Or I shouldn't say wet. It's damp. It's damp. Well, I just added some color over here with some blue in. I obviously had some marker under here, which comes up through gesso. Must have some marker, some paint or something. I have some gesso. I don't know. We're just adding layers. To me, my friends, this is all about what I'm doing right here. Like a warm-up exercise for me. It's just playing with my supplies, seeing how things react, having zero. I do not have any plan for this. It's just about moving my hand and just enjoying my supplies, using stuff, seeing what happens. So, where is my water bottle? Nina, if you like crayons, I mean, we all love. I bought that book. Oh, I just saw it on my shelf yesterday. I mean to take it out, but I even swatched all my crayons, like my big sets, not the 100-year anniversary ones, obviously, but all the other sets I have. I swatched them because I bought that book, how to lay like realistic drawing with crayon or something. All right, I'm just gonna use my fingers. So these are Prima. I don't know if Prima even still sells them, my friends. So my apologies. Ooh, look how yummy and vibrant that is. Making a mess in the morning. I'm gonna have to take another shower after. No. My hands will be, once I clean all those Razor Frozen sprays, my hands are gonna be stained for a couple days. Ooh, I like that. So I'm gonna add. You know what? This is gold, but I'm gonna add that pewter, the Tim Holtz pewter, brushed pewter one. Yeah, we read Taiwanese. Exactly, Julie. We're used to it. The Crayola factories in Easton, Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, eh? Oh, I got the hiccups. Man, sweet goodness, I've been in Pennsylvania a lot, many times. Pittsburgh. So I'm just going to use the brush pewter distress spray stain. I like how it reacts. How it like kind of floats on stuff. I'm going to do some splats. So yeah, I'm making a muddy mess. This is a hot mess over here. That's okay. We're having fun. I don't know about you guys. I'm having fun using my stuff. Getting back into the habits, just playing, seeing how things react with each other, using up old stuff. Ooh, yummo, look at what's going on here. I like what's going on here. Do I want to put a sheet of, let me bring this up to the camera a bit. What, in your expert opinion, should I put some plastic wrap on this page, or should I just let it do its thing? Let me show you up close. Well, let me drip it down, actually, because, we all love drippage. Oh, man, I'm making some mud up here. That's okay. Look at this. Look at that. Yum. Oh! Again, I apologize. I cannot control my camera settings. Soon, my friends, soon. So, it is not autofocusing. You can see some of the marker I have in the background there. It is not autofocus. Like, it wants to autofocus when I don't want it to autofocus. When I do want it to focus, it won't freaking focus. How many times can I say focus? Should I put a piece of plastic wrap in it, my friends? What do you think? I think I want to add more pink, is what I think. Let me add some of the pink. Is this the one that's clogged? Fuchsia pink? Yeah, I think so, wasn't it? Or was it the bubblegum? Which one was clogged? Didn't I just spray one of these? I'm already losing my mind. Yeah, that was one I need to fix. should we put plastic wrap in there? Yeah, why not? See what happens. And like I said, it may not work the same way as if you were using plastic wrap with watercolor on watercolor paper, because this is just comp book paper, one single-sided. Not even the pages are not even glued together. So, you know, the spray is going to sink right in. It could possibly, not just possibly, it probably is sinking into more than one page. So, but mostly when I work in this book later on, I'll be gessoing it and adding other layers, and I'm just having fun with my stuff. I'm definitely going to have to put this. So it's, I'm going to be a tease. We won't be able to see any of this stuff till tomorrow, till it's fully dry. Because if you use the plastic wrap, you should let it fully dry overnight, or, well, I could take a heat gun to it, but it might melt though. Could be bad news. Good morning, Doris. Hi, Sherry. Julie, you keeping a eye on the time? Is Dee Dee coming on at 8:30? Is she already on? Somebody please let me know. I don't have my phone here to see any pop-ups. So I'm going to put this under something heavy. Well, it doesn't have to be under anything heavy, I guess. Just put it off to the side. It's hard now. I've got so many things like stencils and stuff inside that I guess I can always work on other things. The whole book is damp. This is going to take a while to dry. I've sprayed. Directed paper, old, close to my heart ink pad. Let's see, dark ochre. This is a water-soluble oil pastel. I'm going to use up this bad boy. This old color vivid, I don't even know. Super old. Making a mess. See how that just goes right through onto this page? But I'm not worrying about any of that. Like right now, here's some gesso. This is super damp and wet. Right, whatever. Whatever. We'll use some crusty gesso over here. You just spent $400 on stationery. Sounds like me. Oh boy. You like that fish stencil, Therese? That's a old Crafter's Workshop one. I found in my stencil bin over here that I must have used, I don't know how many years ago. It still had spray on it. So it had some dry spray of some type. So I re-wet it. I sprayed it with some water and stuck it in my journal and see what happens. Good morning, Pam. I'm just gonna stream for 10 more minutes, and then we shall all go watch the wonderful Dee Dee Willingham here on YouTube. All right. See what she's got in store for us this Monday morning. Hopefully not too many books that we all will need to buy. This is just gesso. So as you guys know, the fun thing about dilutions and, a lot of the non-permanent sprays is it ghosts. It comes up through gesso and all the other fun stuff. Ooh, so for me anyways, my friend, especially when I'm in a healing time like this, just moving paint, just the act of this, like all I'm doing is putting gesso down, but using a paintbrush again, and I am feeling so much joy just by doing this. Again, my art lives, guys, if you're new here, or if this is your first show, I go live every day doing some type of art. Sometimes we art, sometimes we chat, show books. Well, we always chat. Books, old journals, whatever I feel like doing that morning. And Wednesday and Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time is where we have more of a scheduled project. Yeah. Scheduled show and a specific project. Drink some coffee, Paula. So you already can see that the brown is coming up through there. I think I'll put, talking to myself, which they say is okay as long as you don't answer, but that's my problem. I answer myself too. No. Oh, Julie Faye Fan Balzer stencil from the Crafters Workshop. I'm just using what's around me. This is what I'm going to be doing while I'm watching Dee Dee. I'm just going to continue. So I've got to spray all these sprays to test which nozzles I need to clean. Today I have to find my hair dryer. I've got to bring the paint carts in here, which means I need to motivate Simon to build that one. And what else do I need to do today? Oh boy. Gotta be careful. Like I said, these pages aren't glued together. They're so wet right now. It's just cheap comfort paper, so I've got to be careful. Good morning, Galina. Yeah, gel crayon. See, Crayola. Do Crayola still sell slick sticks? I don't know. I need to write this stuff down because I need to go research the things I talk about. If they're still being manufactured, I don't even know. Crayola slick sticks. Do they still sell them? I don't even know if they still sell portfolios, to be honest. Five minutes. Thank you so much, Tori. Yeah, I'm just doing this. We're going to sign off. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Can't wait to see what Didi has in store for us. I like how that's going so far. What day is it? It's Monday. So lots of artage going on today. Lots of good things. Happy Victoria Day for those Canadians out there. They still have slick sticks. Slick sticks are awesome. I wonder if mine are, they're sitting right here. Because remember, oh, that's a Tim Holt distress pan. Remember my original set from years ago dried out? Remember they had some shrinkage? That looks okay. Let's see. This is a silver one. Is this dried out? I don't know. Not much pigment's coming off that silver. I'll have to, anyway, I won't be looking at those for a long time. I need to worry about these stress sprays first. Anyways, thank you so much, my friends, for being here this morning. I hope to see you all a little. I do not have a set time for streams. I talked about that in my recording earlier, especially. So my set times right now are going to be Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. 9 p.m. pre-chat, 9:30 p.m. Show starts. We are doing Member Mondays the last Monday of every month. So it's not this Monday. It should be next Monday. Right? Next Monday or the Monday after. I think it's next Monday. All my days are going. Like I said, I haven't left my backyard in almost 2 months. So yeah, other than that, today's day number 15 of going live. I just like today I went live at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it all depends, or well, almost 7. It all depends on what's going on. and how I'm feeling. So just make sure you're subscribed. You got the bell rung so you know when I go live. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll see you on the internets. Much love. Oh, thank you so much, Carla. I appreciate that.